Hello my sweet friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I'm Sky and I'm so happy that you're here for my first Christmas decorating video of 2022. I cannot wait to show y'all what we have been doing around the house and just how each space has turned out. I'm loving it this year. So if you are new and you haven't checked out my previous Christmas videos, make sure you do. There are plenty of Christmas shop with me's. I also have several Christmas decor hauls and a Christmas plan with me video where I shared all of my inspiration for decorating our home this year. They are so good, so make sure you don't miss out. Now today we're going to be working our way through the living room, and I have already pre-decorated a few spaces in this space, and then there are a few spaces that we're going to decorate together. And the main reason, well, two things. One, we ended up getting the flu. My kids were sick for over a week with the flu. And then when we thought we were in the clear and everyone was good, I ended up getting it. So I ended up kind of just doing things really randomly at just odd times of the day in my pajamas, not feeling so well, just trying to do something to cheer me up. So I will spare you that footage. I did not film that. So you're gonna get to see our tree, and I'll walk you through all the ornaments and just my thought process in decorating it. And then our mantle is already pre-decorated. Chad helped me with that. It was a two-person job because we were working with a lot of different strands of garland and trying to hold them up and tie them down and all of that goodness. So those spaces are already complete, but we're of course gonna take a look at them, and then we're gonna do a simple coffee table little situation that I'm gonna share how I decorate that, and then our piano, and I think you guys are going to love it. At least I hope you get a little bit of inspiration from it. So without further ado, let's start decorating. We have this beautiful shelf with some hooks on it from House Holm, and I love getting to style this for each season. I am just adding lots of blankets and cozy warm textures to the walls this year. So you'll see these couple of throw blankets that I have, and then I'm also coming in with a tea towel that I grabbed from Hearth and Hand this past fall season. And then I'm gonna bring in some ice skates. I grabbed these at the depot at Gibson Mill, and I love that I can hang them by the laces. I feel like they just add that special little touch to complete this space. And to the right, there is a little nook between our bedroom door and our basement door where I'm hanging our canvas Christmas tree, and I love it. Now I ended up coming back to the ice skates, and I flipped one of the skates and just wanted to add like a little bit more dimension, and I feel like it looks great now. Over here above our piano, I love to add a wreath. So I swapped out the wreath that I had up here for fall, and I'm bringing in this eucalyptus and cedar wreath from Target. It has a cute little ribbon that is tied like a bow. So I'm just kind of trying to situate that and set it how I'd like it, and then just hanging that up on the wall. On top of the piano, I'm going to tie in the green color from the wreath, and I'm going to add a beautiful green candle that I also got at Target this year. It smells like a Christmas tree, and it truly is delightful. Then I'm going to add in some of my ceramic houses. I love these so much. They were Target last year, and they just have so much character to them. I love when you look up close, you can just see all of the details, and they're absolutely beautiful. Now in my medium size, I guess, ceramic house, I keep our little remotes for our Christmas tree. That's just a little hidden spot so the kids don't run off with them, and it's also convenient so that I can use those for our Christmas tree candles that we have, and then I also have some taper candles that we use those for as well. is from HomeGoods this year, and I love him. I think he ties in so nicely with the rest of our decor and just finishes off this space. I'm just going to add a little bit of aluminum foil to the base of my battery operated taper candles. This way they're not so loose inside the candle holders and they'll sit up nice and straight. Now we're heading over to the fireplace. I have these beautiful trees that I gathered from Target last year, and I love just the height that the stool adds. There's just a lot of things going on over here, but I feel like they're all delicate enough that they don't feel cluttered, and it just feels like a cozy cottage in this space. I will be honest with y'all, my sectional is one that I wouldn't say I struggle with styling. I think I can style it and make it look how I envision, but the reality is adding a lot of pillows to the couch means picking up a lot of pillows and putting them back on the couch like 20 times a day. So I tried not to go too crazy with the pillows this season. I did have a beautiful blanket that was full of texture and had trees and snowflakes, and it was gorgeous, from HomeGoods this year. But unfortunately, it didn't smell very good when I brought it home from the store, and I washed it according to the directions, and it bled everywhere. So I had envisioned having that on my beautiful sofa, and that was not the case. So we are just dealing with what we have right now, which is this $5 find from the Target dollar spot, and my only wish is that it was bigger. Now let's take a look at the ornaments and the garland that I have put on my Christmas tree this year. So the only thing that I'm going to add in today's video to the tree is some ribbon. I got some really pretty like off-white velvet ribbon, and we're just going to tie some bows throughout the tree. I've done this in years past, and I really love just the classy look that it gives. So let's go ahead and start with these bells. I shared these in a recent video, and I love them. They are delicate, they're really pretty, they do jingle. The kids love to come up to the tree and jingle them. Then I put on a wooden bead garland, and this one I grabbed I think from Amazon last year, and it was fairly inexpensive, and I got just enough to go around the tree, and I left a pretty decent gap in between. So it's just about like adding texture and adding interest to the tree. And then I grabbed some oranges at the grocery store, and I ended up doing my first ever orange garland and orange ornaments. And I am so glad I did this, y'all. It was so easy. It was a little time consuming, but absolutely nothing about it was difficult or hard. So basically what you're gonna do is slice your oranges pretty thin. I'm gonna show you what mine look like here just so you can get an idea. And then once you've sliced them, you're gonna put them in the oven at, I believe, 200 degrees. I'm gonna have the recipe, if you will, that I use down in the video description below. So if you wanna check that out, it's from a website called Riley & Crew. It was seriously foolproof, so simple. So you're gonna let them bake on baking sheets on parchment paper for about an hour, then flip them, and then just keep repeating until you get the desired look. It took me about 5 hours to get what I was going for, and towards the end, I ended up actually flipping about every 20 to 30 minutes. Because this was my first time doing it, I really did not want them to burn. So I was just making sure that they got just dried out enough until I took them out. Now, I did this about 2 weeks ago, so you can look at my oranges and see here, there's no mold or anything like that on them. I did have a couple people, when I shared about this on Instagram, ask if there would be any mold, and I suppose if you get them dried out enough, there shouldn't be. If you don't want to go this route, but you still want this look, you can actually find these on Amazon, and I'll link them down below if you want to check them out there. But again, totally recommend doing this DIY. It was so simple, and I love the fresh look that it gives to our tree, and we also have it over on the mantle, which you'll see shortly. So I used probably 6 or so oranges to create both of these spaces. At Target, I grabbed these little houses. They're like ceramic, they're adorable. They go along with all the little houses that I love to display out in my home this year. I go a little crazy for the white houses. So I loved that I could find some to put on my tree. And the last little items you'll see on our tree before we add the ribbon are these battery operated LED candles. I don't have mine on right now because when we pulled them out this year, I think either the remote battery died or these batteries died. So we're gonna figure that out. Stay tuned for the home tour. I will have a beautiful Christmas home tour of our main level, and you will get to see the tree glistening. And there's also another update that you're gonna see. In this picture frame here, I always love to fill it with North Prints. They are a shop on Etsy, and they have the most affordable, just absolutely beautiful, almost like oil vintage looking paintings. And I think this one that I have right now was probably $3 or less. Then I went and had it printed at my local print shop. I went to Walgreens, and it was super inexpensive. I ordered a bunch of downloadable Christmas prints for our TV, and then also for this frame and a couple other frames throughout the house. So you'll get to see those updated in the home tour. I just have not made it to Walgreens yet. As I mentioned, we're recovering from the flu, and today is actually the first day that I've like gotten dressed in normal clothes, and I'm feeling pretty good. So that is to come, something to look forward to. So now we're gonna go ahead and take my ribbon, and we're just gonna create some little bows throughout the tree. This is the velvet ribbon that I grabbed. It was from Amazon, and it comes with 3 little spools inside, and I love this ribbon. I love all things velvet. During the holiday season, it just feels romantic and super cozy. So I'm gonna go ahead and start tying some bows.
Come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Come, let us adore him. Come, let us adore him. Come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
I decided to keep things really simple here on the coffee table. This is a very used table throughout the day. So the kids love to play using this table. We'll play games on it. They'll set their toys on it. And then at night, we always prep for the next day at school, and I set the kids' morning clothes out on this table. So I didn't want to cover it up too terribly much or put anything too breakable on this table. I have this Cottage in the Woods candle from S&S Goods last year. If you don't follow Stevie and Suzanne Hendricks on social media, you are missing out. They're a beautiful couple that just honestly speaks so much truth and shares the gospel, and they just have the most adorable family and taste in HomeGoods. And I love this candle. It smells so good. I think that they released some different candles this season, so if I can find those, I will be sure to put them down in the video description. And then just to give it some height, I put some of these wooden risers. And then over here, I just have a stack of 2 of my favorite books. We have Soul of the Home, and then Cozy White Cottage Seasons. That one's always so fun to flip through this time of year. And then just a cute little plant from Hearth and Hand last year. So nothing too crazy or exciting, but definitely something that goes with the rest of the room. This beautiful garland that we have on our mantle is from Target. And it is a beautiful mix of eucalyptus and cedar. Now, I will say the one thing I don't love about it is that it's actually very thin. So this is 4 of these garlands all mixed together and tied together so that they stay put. I had my help with Chad in doing this because it was definitely a 2-person job. I really truly do love this garland. I think it's so beautiful, but if you purchase it, I do recommend getting a couple of different strands so that you can kind of mix them together and make them work. So over here we have the garland that I made from the fresh oranges, and I think it turned out so beautifully. This was, like I mentioned, such a simple project. On the fireplace, I put these little Santas, and I think they're adorable. They are actually from our shop last year, and they are just the cutest little Santas. So I thought those would be super cute to just add something, a little bit of height here on this side, since the garland does go all the way over and down on this side. And again, just to kind of even things out, we put the stockings here. We just put a little nail, there's a little golden nail back there, and use the loops to hang the stockings. And then I have our cute little stocking tags for each of the kids. And I love that they are green, they are leather, and they just really tie in the green throughout the room. We have a couple of different stockings here. This one is from Target, and I love just the pom-pom detail. And then the one in the back here is actually from our shop last year, and it's just this really beautiful chunky knit, and it has a little bit of gold throughout as well. So I thought it would be fun to kind of mix those textures together, and I think they look really pretty. To the side of our mantle, you will see these really pretty frosted trees that are in baskets. These came from Target last year, and I think they're gorgeous. I was really excited to bring these out again this year and display them. I, in the past, have really shied away from mixing my frosted trees in with just my typical green trees. I don't know why that's been something that has been difficult for me, but this year I feel like I've created a pretty good balance, and I am loving these by the fireplace. And then to the left, we have this neutral chair. This one is from World Market. I'm going to bring the brightness down a little for y'all to see. This one is so pretty. We have these in our office. This one I actually stole out of my office for this season because we have 2 of them. And I just layered this beautiful, I think they call it boucle blanket. It's got that pretty green and a creamy color. And then I grabbed this pillow at Target, and this was part of my Christmas decor haul. And I am obsessed. I think this one is so pretty. So I think these 2 just add such a beautiful touch to the chair, kind of dress it up and tie it in for the holiday season. Okay, my sweet friends, that is a wrap for my first holiday decorating video of the season. I am so thankful that you took some time out of your day to watch my video today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, I would love to hear from you down in the comments below. If you have any specific video requests that you would like to see this holiday season, please drop them below. I always love your feedback and would love to know what you'd like to see on my channel. Stay tuned for more holiday decorating, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.